day, that's you and me. All day, that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing. See, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys.
Hey fam, what's good? It's your boy Measley G and Cliff. And just to get to things real quick, y'all already know if you like the content on this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like it and drop a comment in the comment section. Don't cheat your boy, y'all. Y'all already know how it roll. So before we get started, a few things I want to go ahead and inform everybody on. StockX is now charging state tax on purchases. So it affects all people who are buying something. If your state doesn't have any state tax on goods, then more than likely it won't affect you. But how long will your state stay that way? Outside of that, no big news, nothing big coming to the world today. But I shot a video a few months back about how to be a good reseller, and I lost it. Plain and simple. I filmed it. I have no idea where that film is. Part of my head was cut off in most of it. So I wanted to save it, rewatch it, and redo it. But I have no idea what I did with that content. So I did find a book that I had with some notes in it. So if we may, y'all got a few moments, I'll go over some of these things in here, some of the top 5 things that you need in order to be a good reseller. And when I say a good reseller, I don't mean out there making 6 figures, but I mean whether if you want to do it to make your shoes cheaper, your shoes free, or if you wanted to do it for just extra pocket money, or if it is going to be your only source of income. These are 5 things that I feel are very important, and I'll throw in a little add-ons, a little tag-ons, and so forth going on. Alrighty, so as my guide to resale, number 1, I would say is know what's in your market. Alright, now by saying that, I mean by what stores you have in your area. Okay, you got consortiums, you have retailers, you know, like the foot sites and so forth. Mom, pop stores too as well. So if you look at that in the consortium sense, you have in my area, I have RSVP, I have St. Alfred's, I have No Tray, I have those type of stores. I also have all the Foot Lockers, House of Hoops, Foot Action, like the one on State Street, Champs. We have City Sports, we have Villas, DTLRs, Jimmy Jazz. There are other stores out there, Mr. Allen, Success, DTS. So get to know what shops are in your area, because when I first started this, only stores I did know was Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs. And now as I just said to you, I've just listed a good 10, 12 stores. And that's just within my local area, these malls and stores that are spread out in my communities. So be very aware of what's in your market. That's number 1. All right. And one of the key things to be aware of with those is making sure you're building relationships. When you're going in there and you're buying, especially from the mom and pop shops, most of those guys, when they do things, they'll take tips. You know, if you go in there, show them a little appreciation. Thank you for looking out on this. Here's a little extra 5, extra 10. You know what I mean? They'll look out for you. They'll hold pairs. They'll give you their phone number, so they'll text you messages or and let you know when they have things early. Ooh, yeah, you got this size? Yeah, I got it. Hold it for me. I'm on my way. You'll be able to do all of those things. So I always say build relationships when you're able to go into brick and mortar stores or places of business, because those relationships get you so much farther in real life. Like, they take you everywhere, because someone can plug you, someone can look out for you, and that's the difference between making an extra $200 to extra $200. All right, so that's number 1. All right. Second, be aware of the online market. Be aware of online sites, American and European markets. Very important to watch, because most European sites can drop shoes from not only like a day early to 2 days early, but sometimes a week or 2 weeks in advance. I've even gotten shoes a month early on European European stores, just like our Jimmy Jazz and everything like that. All those European stores 43, NL. There's a lots of them. I can't think of their name. Totolo. There's a few of those European sites. Those are pretty good as well. There are a lot, and I mean a lot of raffles. There's probably for like, especially every limited release you can do, there's at least 20 different sites that's doing raffles online. And you don't have to leave your house. You just have to make sure that you have those things on notification, so when they drop those raffles, you can enter them right away. Some of them you have to have some card information on file, but hey, if you hit, they automatically charge you and ship the shoes out. If you don't hit, no charges go by. So it's a win-win situation there. Either you hit or you don't. So make sure you're aware of what markets you have to do the raffles, as well as what markets you have to actually purchase from in the US, as well as online outside of the US, okay? Whether it may be Canada, UK, somewhere in Europe. All right. Also, I think that's just the quintessential part of being aware of the online markets. All right, so you got your top 2 reasons right there. Let's get on to number 3. Number 3, list of phone and shoe apps to have. Do I have a phone? List of phone and shoe apps to have, okay? So, again, Twitter, all right? Instagram, all right? I'm part of a Discord group. So, like a Discord group, it's just basically a group of a lot of people who got a lot of backdoor access to information, and they keep you informed of it. They send you out links, early access links straight to being able to cart shoes as soon as they drop. They send you links to the underpage. I don't know exactly what they call it, but you can learn a lot in these groups. I think it's very great to be a part of them. You can meet people, find out people who are local to you, find out people you can go cook with, you can camp out with, people who will help you in your mission too as well. So I think that's a good one. Facebook is also good too as well. We're already using Facebook. You know, there's Marketplace and everything, but there are tons of Facebook shoe groups. I'm not saying all of them are legit. A lot of people run raffles right now, but there are a lot of legit shoe groups that are actually very community based, and they really help each other out and do things. So it's not a bad place to sell, because especially if you can meet someone locally, you can avoid fees. And that's always a biggie, is avoiding fees. So you got Instagram, you got Twitter, you got Facebook, joining groups. You have Discords. I believe you should always pay attention to GOAT and StockX too, even though StockX now is charging. Oh, and GOAT too as well. So StockX, GOAT, maybe Flight Club too as well. All of those stores, those e-commerce stores should be doing state taxes now. So those are always great places, because every now and then markets drop on certain items, and it's always the perfect time to buy. And not even if you're looking to buy, but it's a good way to kind of idealize how much you should pay for a shoe. If somebody's offering you a shoe for a certain price, if you're trying to do trades, if you're not really that good at knowing the value of the shoe yourself, I still think there are great platforms to check out, just in regards to showing you what the market's like, how it fluctuates, what people are willing to pay, and what people are asking for. When there's a big gap between those two, you know you have some flex room, but when they're pretty close, then you know that's exactly that the market's on point, okay? J23 app. Now, I think this is the only app I've ever paid for. It's 99 cents, I think it was, or $1.99. They give you notifications of drops, not just for Jordan, but Nikes as well. Kicks on Fire. Kicks on Fire, I love them. They give away free tees where you only pay for shipping. They're pretty cool, Kicks on Fire. They show you a lot of shoes, releases, and everything like that. So I think Kicks on Fire is pretty cool. Who else I got on here? Sneaker Watch. I used to be very big on Sneaker Watch. I've slacked lately. And for no particular reason, but they give you, look at this, ex-Nike exec gets a year in prison after wire fraud conviction. You know what I mean? Yeezy Mafia offers a chance to secure a pair of Adidas Yeezy Boost Wave runners. I don't know if this hasn't been updated. I haven't been on here in a while. No, this stuff looks very out of date. So this stuff looks out of date. Just might be my app needs to be updated. I'm not certain. But that's another app that I use. And then when it comes to actually other things like that, You know, you have the Adidas Confirmed app, which I don't think they're using anymore, so I need to delete that. But also you have the Finish Line, you have Champs, you have Foot Locker, you have Foot Action, and you have the sneakers. Now you also have to make sure you pay attention because you also have the Nike app, and the Nike app is what mainly gives most exclusive access. I wasn't aware of that. So when most people get all this exclusive access and stuff, it's through the Nike app, not the sneakers app. And I used to always be upset, and I used to find out later on, I found out that I've missed out on a lot of shoes because I was checking the wrong app for access. So it is the Nike app, not the sneakers app, that gives early access. Keep both of them, all of them, in a little shoe tile, so that way you can keep everything together like I do, nice and neatly in order. I also have a few shoe websites on there too as well. Most of them are European. It gives me direct access so I can try to pull those up because the European sites mainly go live around 2 a.m. Central Standard Time here. So 3 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. 1 a.m. And midnight if you're in Pacific Standard Time. So that's generally when the shoes release over there in Europe. So I keep those sites on hand so I can go click on them, go right to them, and try to get myself in the queue so I can get added to cart. That's what I generally try to do there. What other phone apps? Frenzy. I think Frenzy is a very cool app. It gives you like certain times for different drops. Sometimes they're location based, sometimes they're worldwide. It uses Apple Pay. And that's a big thing too as well. If you're trying to resell shoes, and it doesn't matter in what fashion, like I said, if you're trying to be a reseller, if you're reselling so you can wear your shoes for free or for cheaper, for an extra dollar, it doesn't really matter. It's about being smart and having things that make it convenient for you too as well. And if you're doing business, not necessarily business, but moving money back and forth, you gotta have a convenient way to be able to securely pay for things fast. Because when you're purchasing online, speed is everything, especially when you have to battle all those bots. So since speed is everything, being able to have your Apple Pay set up with your card set up on Apple Pay, using it on the Frenzy app, using PayPal if you have PayPal, having your PayPal set up so that way everything is triggered to your thumbprint. So when you click purchase, bam, your thumbprint it is going right through your PayPal account. You don't have to enter any card information, any shipping information. You just saved yourself 3 to 5 minutes, which helps very good in a checkout. Maybe you can cop another pair, or maybe you just get to secure that one on a tough release. But having these type of methods, Apple Pay, PayPal, thumbprint set up, everything set up for your thumbprint, depending on what phone you have. Those things help you to check out faster, and that's always needed, okay? Now, that's just the list of the shoe apps, and I think it's important to have those things if you're going to be a great reseller, okay? All right, number four, when I did this list, and I kind of like mingled these a little bit, list of social media apps. So I guess that first list was just supposed to be phone medias, and this list is social media. So I did bring up Facebook. I have brought up Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Discords, and it says photo grid and top photos. And the reason I bring these up is because I think, like you said, when you're trying to take pictures, you gotta prove who you are sometimes. You know, people want things tagged. So putting your own signature on the shoe, and I don't mean take someone's photo and then put your tag on it, you know what I mean? I mean like literally taking nice little pictures, cropping them, maybe even coming up with a cool little name tag piece that you use in the background of all your pictures so everyone knows it's legitly you and you're not just pushing a lot of people photos out there. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram pushing the same photo. Look what we cooked. Look at this. No, that's about you and 4 of your friends, all y'all shoes put together. Like, stop stunting. You're not getting all those shoes, okay? Let's be real, all right? So making yourself look like you know what you're doing, posting on a regular basis. You know what I mean? This cop here, this cop. People see that you get everything, they're interested. So I'm not saying make yourself seem like something you're not, but make yourself presentable. You don't go holler at a chick. You don't go holler at a man. You don't put yourself in a dating situation and you don't make yourself presentable. So just make yourself presentable with photos. You can tag those photos. It goes a long way. People feel more secure even reaching out to you if you have tagged photos. All right. So that was a quickie. Number 5 says knowing when and not to buy. All right. As I told you, you have the other platforms. You can check the market. You know what I mean? You can check the market. That's always the first thing and foremost. Before shoes drop, check the market. See where they're at. See what sizes are going for the most money. So you know how to position yourself, okay? Buying in-store as to online. Me, I like to get things in hand faster because if the market's here, the market can change to here at the snap of a finger. So while you're waiting on something to come in the mail, everybody who has pairs in hands is making all the real money. Okay? So I'm not saying don't buy online. I'm saying try to do both if you can. If you can only buy online, buy online. It's fine. Make that money. But if you can get them in hand, go get them in hand. If you can do both, then definitely do both. But if you only have an option of doing one or the other, getting them in hand is always better. Unless you can buy it at home and you can hit like crazy pairs, okay? Other than that, buying in the store is quintessential. Knowing refund policies and paying in cash. So knowing refund policies, I think, is a biggie. Because when you know the refund policies of certain stores, you know which stores don't take things back. And if they do, it's a store exchange, you know, an in-store credit that you get. And you only have 7 days to bring those things back. And I also say pay in cash for shoes that you're iffy on. Because when you pay for a shoe in cash and you go to return it, you get your money right back. Opposed to paying on a card, you have to wait the processing time for your refund. Okay? So since you have to wait the processing time for your refund, that kind of messes with how long you can hold a shoe. If I buy a shoe on Saturday, right? And I don't need this money back until Thursday. If I pay in cash, I can wait all the way until Thursday to return that shoe or try to sell it and then return it at the last moment. If I need that money on Thursday, I only have until like Monday, Tuesday to sell that shoe. And sometimes shoes don't move in 1 to 2 days. Sometimes it takes 3 to 4 days. So being able to have an extra 2 days to play with it because you paid in cash works out a whole lot better if you have to go return something because you'll get that cash back right away opposed to waiting 3 to 5 business days for your money to go back on your card. All right? Knowing trade value. So knowing trade value is important because sometimes you don't always want to sell stuff. A lot of people don't want to sell me shoes sometimes because they want stuff that I have, right? Ooh, you need this, you need that. Well, I want this. I'm like, no, let me just buy it outright. Like, no, I don't want to buy it outright. I want what you got because it's going to be hard to get what you got. So I'm like, okay, I know the value of what I have. And they want it more than I want what they have. So I can take advantage of my shoe, using it as proper trade value, getting him to add another shoe and giving him cash, or having him just give me cash on top too. So when you know the value of your shoes, you know how you can make deals with people to make things work. I got a size 8, right? And someone wants a 9.5. And someone with a 9.5 wants my 8. Now, I'm knowing the value of the different shoes is about a $60 price difference, right? My shoe's worth 60 more. So when it comes to trading, I'm looking about, okay, what else are you adding extra? You know what I mean? It's not an even trade all the time. There's nothing wrong with doing that amongst friends or people you know, but if you're doing it as a business, if somebody, and this is not a shoe you're going to wear, it's a shoe you're sitting on to sell, you don't want to give away value. You want your value back. Let me get $60, man, and it's an even swap. Bam. Knowing the value of what you have. And I bring that up and I think it's real big because I don't know the value of what you have sometimes. Here we have a Spider-Man. And I'm going to show you a few things. $276, $24 in tax. Tax is ridiculous. I paid $276. This shoe came to $300.15, right? This is out of a retail store, out of a mom and pop shop. They charged me $300 with tax for a Spider-Man. Now this is a size 9.5, but it's nothing spectacular. They charged me $300 for this shoe. Now, $300, I could have told them they was crazy. The only reason I bought it is because at the end of the day, this shoe is going for $390, $400. So while I think they crazy for selling shoes out of the store like that, at the end of the day, money is money. I bought it for $300. I can flip this shoe for $380 easy, no problems. You know what I mean? $380 easy, no problems. That's a quick $80, or I can sit on it. These shoes are going up. That's why you got to watch the market, because I'm continually watching the market and I'm continually seeing these shoes go up. This one right here is another one. This is a another Spider-Man. I think I brought a box cutter. Oh, it's in my pocket. Is it? Yes, it is. So, here's another one. And this is a size 10. Again, this one isn't going anywhere. For those of you who see my other video, you've seen I had the personal pair. Ooh, these look buttery. Ooh, look at that. Look at that side panel right there. That's what I love about looking at shoes. Because every now and then you never know what you're going to get. And the side panel on this, oh my gosh, is way better than my red dyed one. And that's the thing with quality control. You never know what you're going to get with these shoes sometimes. So buy them. You sit on them. They go up in value. I bought this shoe for retail, and I tried to sell it twice. And, well, every time I try to sell it, I don't know, I mess up something. And every time I get it back, it's worth another $50. So, like, I'm watching the market on these shoes now. I'm fully aware that the Spider-Mans are keep going up. They're shooting up. They may go up to, like, as you can see, at, like, purple toes or the court purples. Those have gone up. And knowing when to sell things, I bought this shoe because I had bought too many of these, right? And this is what you got to notice with your failures, too, as well. I bought 2 of these. I thought this shoe was leather and satin. So I bought a couple pairs of them, right? Turns out this shoe is 3M and satin. It's light, it's cheap looking in hand. It didn't do well. In fact, it just keeps dropping and dropping on the market. So I'm like, I paid $200 for it, right? I paid $200 for it, sold it for $180, right? Now that's a $30 loss, right? I took a $30 loss on this shoe. I paid $211 with shipping. I took a $31 loss on it. Sold it for $180. Took that $180. Bought this shoe right here, which is now worth $300. So, yes, I took a $30 hit. But that $30 hit, I turned it into something else that has put me up $100. Okay? So, know your market. Know what you have. Know your trade value. Okay? It's your boy Measley G and Cliff. We appreciate y'all taking this in. If you got any questions, hit your boy up. What exact sites to follow, what raffles to do, let me know, y'all. I'm here for y'all. It's your boy Measley G. If you like this content, let me know what you think of my top 5 things to follow, rules to being a reseller down in the comment section. Also subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. It's your boy Measley. I'm out, y'all.